H-Town, what's up? You know what time it is. It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, coming to you live from Houston, Texas, but we're broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And today is Thursday, but it's affectionately called Baby Friday because what? The Chop Shop is not aired on Friday. So let me make sure I share the show like I start. Let me see if I haven't popped on the screen. There I am. I'm gonna share the show because people like to wait on me to share the show with them. So I'm about to do that now. I'm about to share it to my groups right now. That group right there, that group right there, that group right there. Okay. I shared it. Then I go over to YouTube and I shared to YouTube also. No, what I do, I go to YouTube and I share it to Twitter because it won't let you share like everybody else. Right there. Okay. Just give me a second. I just, nobody's popped on yet. So guess what? We're going to make it happen. We're going to make it do. I wonder who's going to be the first one to pop on. Let me see. Where's, oh, that is Moody was the first one on, huh? That Moody was the first one on. Keith Avery didn't say nothing. That's why I couldn't see him. But I see Daryl Anderson in that building. They're my dudes right there. My dudes. Uh, y'all understand. I appreciate them women. But man, I appreciate you guys, man. Uh, we got to stick together, man. I see that. I see that right now. We go. There's some crazy people out here that's just trying to take advantage of us, and we guys. We got to step up. Brad Campbell, we got to step up, man. We got to step up, Brandon Weefall, because if they keep dividing, it's Brandon over there by himself, Big Coach over there, Brad by himself, who's that? Daryl Anderson by himself. That is Moody. Oh, everybody off by themselves. Then we easy to be conquered. But if all of us together in a group, they can't mess with us. They can't mess with us. So that's what one thing I really, 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 really want us to, if that's why I do what I do. Because I know we're powerful together, man. There's some things we can do. Man, we got some great things going on. We got a great golf tournament that Chop Shop is going to support on July the 3rd, the Heaven Bound golf tournament. I'm going to tell y'all about that shortly. We got the Pro-Am. The Pro-Am gonna y'all got to study. I've been helping with this Pro-Am for a long time, and just to sit up here and thinking about we gonna celebrate Father's Day at the Pro-Am. Eric, I hope you in town. I hope you there, man. Uh, y'all, I'm gonna do the show live there on that Sunday. I'm gonna bring people on. We're gonna interview people. Um, so what's that? June the 15th. Come on out. We're gonna try. I'm gonna talk to people. We're gonna do stuff. We ain't gonna do it live for the whole day, but we're gonna do it live for a while. We're gonna interview people, and I'm gonna play some of the interviews probably on future shows. So we gonna make it a time. Father's Day. We're gonna make it special, man. And the only people can make it special is us. If all of us just come out and support it and make it happen, uh, we'll make it happen. What's up, Boone? Boone is in the building. Eric Harrison, Eric Boone in the building. I think I tried to call her Boone. Yeah, Boone. Boone, you were busy today, huh? But I just thought about that, man. You know, somebody sent me this morning, and I want to share it with you guys who are on here early. And I'm gonna try to repeat it later. They said nobody watches you harder than people who doubted you. Give them a good show. Nobody watches you harder than the people that doubted you. Make sure you give them a good show. Oh, God, that was, I like that one. Somebody sent that to me this morning. Yo, we can go and start, share the show. Minnesota Timberwolves, didn't it? They kind of disappointed me. Yeah, disappointed. They disappointed old Robert. I didn't know they was gonna lay down like that. I know the Knicks play tonight at 7 o'clock. The Knicks make a closeout game tonight. The Pacers beat the Knicks tonight. It's over. Let me see. I'm gonna see. No, it ain't no good. I'm not gonna mess with that. But y'all got to help me with this one, man. Y'all know y'all have to talk me on the ledge, man. Boom, you say you like that. Chris Charles, what's up, man? The Laker man is in the building. Chris Charles, whenever y'all see the subscribe, that is LeBron's best friend. I don't know, Chris, are you a Laker or are you a LeBron supporter? I ain't gonna call you out tonight. Are you a LeBron supporter? Are you a Laker or a LeBron supporter? I'm just curious. I'm not sure. But what was y'all reaction last night? Did you see Anthony Edwards, how he handled the press conference? After the press conference, they asked him a question. They said, how much does it hurt to come up short in the finals, in the conference finals 2 years in a row? He said, I'm excited. It's exciting to me. He said, I don't know why people would think I'd be hurt. I'm hurt for Mike Conley. But hurting is a terrible word to use. I'm good. What do you think? I'm gonna play. Hatter, you were spot on. They trying to get Bruce Pearl to run for Senator. Come on. Thank you, Tyrone. Thank you. Thank you, Tyrone. Because we got to call Tyrone. Tyrone, I got something else, man. I forgot to put on my screen, and I'm going to put it on here now. I got two things I got to put on the screen that I didn't do earlier. And I didn't download them. And I'm finna do it right now just because you said that. It's very important that you said that. I'm glad you said you are amazing, man. Let me see. Come on, man. Come on, man. Get out the way. Uh, yeah, I tried to tell y'all. Them folks using our poor little black bodies, our little athletes' bodies. They using them to become rich and powerful so they can be able to make policies against the same guys that made them rich. Oh, boy. But let me tell you something. We're going to have a new generation of kids that's going to come up. Hold on. And ain't gonna get that thing. We're gonna make that thing right. He said, I didn't like what he been saying in his interviews. Like, who you talking about? Anthony? And also Tommy Tuberville is running for governor. But let me tell you something. That is Moody. Thomas Tuberville is in one of the most. I hope he go to be the governor, so he can just mess up the state of Alabama. The problem with Tommy Tuberville, y'all, and I don't know if y'all thought about, he's a senator. Did he get the chance to make policies on all of us? See, if he just the governor of Alabama, he just gonna have to, he gonna hurt Alabama. And I know that's where you went to school, and Alabama State is, but so you're saying, so you're saying that is Moody that Anthony Edwards had poor word choices? All he said, being in the conference finals is It's exciting to me. I'm not hurt. Y'all got to understand. And maybe one day we need to talk about how this boy brought up. This boy, mom, the past, his mom, his grandma, raised by a sister and brother, how hard that can be. That's why I talk about certain things. You remember I said I wish I would have got closer to him when I got a chance to meet him. I blame myself. I don't blame the kid. Um, he but 20, what, 23 years old? 20 what? Yeah, about 23 years old. And he just said it's exciting for him to be able to do. He did it 2 years ago. You gotta think about it. But one thing he said wrong was he think he gonna be back forever. But let me play it, cause let y'all hear it, so y'all it won't be you know, just let me see what y'all
feel like to come up short of the finals 2 years in a row.
It's exciting. I don't know. I don't know why people would think it would hurt. I mean, it's exciting for me. I'm 23. I get to do it a whole bunch of times. I'm hurt more so for myself, for Mike. I came up short for Mike. Like I said, we tried last year. We couldn't get it. We tried again this year. We're gonna try again next year. But hurting is a terrible word to use. I'm good. Yeah.
Looking at Mike and his longevity, how hard it is to get there, does that put this in perspective at all too?
Yeah. I'm gonna work my butt off this summer. Nobody's gonna work harder than me this summer. I tell you that much. So, yeah, I'll try to make it happen again for Mike.
Particular things that you want to work on headed into this offseason?
Yeah, I'm not gonna give out that information. Yeah, I'm gonna keep that in house this time.
I kind of like this one. He didn't curse. I kind of like this candor. I like this one. Thad. I'm not gonna get on him for this one. I really really like this one. Young man that just can process. He's been through so much, and he's mad. You know, I know some things. I mean, that I think he should be. I just think the mental part of the game he's gonna have to mature into. He gonna have to understand. You gonna get double. How do I beat the doubles? You know, how do I beat them the guys who just load up on me? How do I do it? Let me go back and look at the best who've ever done it and watch how they did it. And that's what I see. You know, he can get in the gym and work. He's skilled already. But understanding, watching film, saying, how? How can get how I got to start anticipating knowing where the double is coming from, who they gonna send. And this is why I don't have a bad y'all. I sit here and watch how they were allowing them people to file the hell out of him. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna show. I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna play this. Ladies and gentlemen, hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, this man maimed this man. Then they'll pass him off and let Lou Dort maim the man. Then they got another one out there. I mean, every time they touched him on every play, he grabbed him, he up in him, he right. Dude, you do Shay like that, you might go to the penitentiary. Y'all following me? You can't touch Shay Gilders Alexander like that. He's been physical. He's getting to the hole. He's not retreating. But I guess because he's so got a nice size, they don't want to get. Shea is so slightly built. But y'all, that Caruso wild ass, Lou Dort make me want to hit him in his mouth. Dr. Three said, I like it. He's a young man that understands its levels and the stages to this thing. But one thing he said wrong. You're not promised to be back there, man. These other teams are getting better. You're not promised to get back there. But just watch. No excuses. But y'all, I watched the game several times and I said, man. And then after the game, look what Converse did. You see what Converse did after the game? That's the commercial. That's Shea commercial. In other words, ain't nothing left to say. I got rid of the ant. Wow. Come on, y'all, share the show. Did y'all see that? Did y'all see that? Gary, did you see that? Gary, that's some of your stuff. Gary, that's some of your type stuff. Vic says, say, Hatter, people laugh when Steph gets roughed up and he's an ex-champion. What's the difference? You know what? Ain't no difference. Yeah, they laugh at Steph. But all I'm trying to compare, you know, we talk about Ant-Man and Ant-Man, they did this. Ant-Man got maimed. Y'all, I can talk about it now. I didn't want to talk about it through the set. I sit and went back and watched all these games. Lou Dort and Alex Caruso beat Joker's brains out. And they let it happen. But all I'm saying is when people, because you know, people gonna pile on Ant today. Y'all gotta understand, Boone and my son, I'm on the song talking to my son, and I put him on the speaker, and him and Boone had this thing. I was in LA talking about Ant-Man better than I told him I'd rather have Ja. All right, Ant-Man. I said, okay. You know, my son texted me last night, man, Ant-Man terrible. See, that's what he said. That sounds serious food for a young fella. You know what? And I'm just. He said the ant rules. I like that. The ant rules. The Edwards rules, not the ant rules. But he got fouled. The NBA won't get better until we get that alien. Hey, I'm gonna tell you something though. Vic, I've been blessed, Vic, to know David Stern and to know Adam Silver. I'd rather have Adam Silver because he gonna always be empathetic and understand that players are important to this league. David Stern would tell you, F you. He said he won't never want nobody to get as powerful as Michael Jordan again. Because Michael Jordan held me hostage. You can't hold David Stern hostage. The reason I say held him hostage, ladies and gentlemen, just in case you didn't know, Michael Jordan is the only person in NBA history that, like when the NBA, like this jerseys and likeness sales of all the players is put in a whole pot, right? Whatever they get, they distribute to the players and the owners and everybody, right? Michael Jordan got his own separate deal. Everything, he got his own separate deal. He don't split. He split with the owners and everybody. He don't split with the players. He's not in the pot with the players. He got his own pot. The shrewdest move he ever did. But he had leverage. He got so underpaid as he was a player. But it's just unique, man. It's just unique. But I'm just sitting here. What was that? Cause that is Moody. You know, it's something I'm supposed to talk about today. Gary Carter, I'm glad you're there, but I'm gonna get there in a minute. I'm gonna get there. But yo, I'm watching these guys, Ant-Man is overrated to me? Oh, no. Hell no. He's not overrated. No. So he overrated. He done took his team to the conference finals 2 years in a row, and he's overrated? Travis. And Travis, just tell me the truth. Travis, please tell me you just on here to troll me, right? Just tell me. I'm gonna put this up there. Please tell me. What you mean by overrated? Maybe I should ask you that. Coach, you did say to you. What you mean by overrated? What else you want from it? What else? What's the boy name? Julius Randle didn't give him nothing. Mike Conley, 100 years old. What? He took him to the conference finals 2 years ago. What else does he need? Jonathan Bob, don't you go nowhere. What else do you need from him? Travis, from the way he talked. What you mean? What you mean? What you sounded like them other people. What you mean the way he talks? Tell me. He's overrated from the way he talks. I don't understand that, Travis. Travis, you got to give us something better than that. I'm gonna move on, Travis, because that's too weak. But y'all, hey, y'all help me. What y'all think about this Stephon Diggs stuff? Hold on. Watch this.
That we're aware of, and obviously we want to make great decisions on and off the field. And we're hoping that with our time here on the field today, and that when we don't have a script and we're on the call-up periods, that we're making great decisions. And so the message will be the same for all our players, that we're trying to make great decisions.
Did y'all see that? Or should I play it again? Man, you around Cardi B. You ain't around one of your Instagram models or one of them other girls you had a baby by. So everything you do, Stephon Diggs, it's going to be magnified, sir. Everything. Yep. Everything. Stephon Diggs, why are you handing these girls a bag of something? I don't care what it is. Ain't nobody said, you talking about those are pre-roll with pink pedal wraps. That's not coke. Who said it was coke? I ain't said it was no coke. Harold Tillman is out there in Cozumel chilling on the beach. Boy, I love it. Hold up, Harold. This is for you, baby. This is for you. Y'all got to help me, man. Y'all just want to talk about people. Damn, I forgot. I shouldn't have played that Ja Rule song. Damn. That's right. I hope I won't get in trouble for that. But y'all talk to me, man. I guess it's all right with y'all. Dude, your teammates are in minicamp, OTAs. You on a boat. Got some good. Now I like the being surrounded by the girl part. I like that part. I love that part. I ain't mad at that part. Be on the boat, surrounded by some girls, and not no boys. I love that. I love that part. But no, man. Or, yo, we got to start. We got young men. When you're in private environments like that, man, you got to take everybody's phone before they get on the boat. You got to take the people's phone. When you get on the boat, my son just gave me some good news. Man, let me show y'all something. Watch this, man. This boy's something else, man. Look at it. Look at it. Hold up. Could y'all see that? It's done. What he got? A money bag next to him. He done made a deal. It's done. I can't wait. He told me, you on the show? He want to talk to me, but he gonna have to wait. He gonna have to wait. He said it's done. Say no more. We good. But back to what we was talking about. No, it's recent. It's this Memorial Day weekend. Memorial Day. That's when you're out on your boat. He said, I felt like he knew he was being recorded and didn't care. Lionel, I don't know. I don't know, Lionel. See, Lionel, Robert had, I don't try to get in people's mind. I'd be trying to say, but I do want to know what you was thinking. What you thinking, dude? Let me keep going. Because I can be there all day. Got a question. What's the first thing that come to your mind? Just put it on the screen. When y'all see, trying to, what I put it? When I see that. When y'all see that, what's the first thing that come to your mind? I mean, excuse me, the first person that come to your mind when you see that. When you see that right there, what's the first person that come to your mind? Come on. Come on. Don't play around with me. I'm just curious. What's the first? What's the first thing? Come to your mind. Come on, give me some. Give me some. Gus Williams. Jordan. Lionel Rod Jordan didn't play for them. Sean Kemp. Yeah, she on the boat, though. GP, I like that one. GP, I like that one. Guess what? For Rashard Lewis. You know why? Representative. That's the team that picked him. So I have to think there first. There you go, Chris Charles. There you go, Chris. Jack Sigma. I like that. I was just curious. I said, I know I got some a basketball purists on here. What do y'all think about when that happened? Hold up. But I ain't through. Y'all got to help me. Because that is Moody. Somebody mentioned about Bruce Pearl trying to run for governor. Somebody said Slick Watts with the headband. That is Moody mentioned. Somebody said, Robert, let me see somebody say it. The series was great. Oh, I got you. I like that. I didn't understand. But hold up, y'all. We were talking about something. Hatter, you were spot on. This what Tyrone Caldwell said this, right? Hatter, you were spot on. They are trying to get Bruce Pearl to run for Senate in Georgia. Okay. Then my main man, Thaddeus Moody came, said, also Tommy Tuberville is running for governor of Alabama. Right? Y'all got me? These guys said this early in the show. But I was thinking about something, y'all. I saw something. And I just want you to be aware. When I saw this, and then let me put it on the screen. Xavier McDaniel, yes. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Lane Kiffin. He's the coach of Ole Miss football. Got a whole lot of kids on that team that's making him a whole lot of money, that happen to look like me and Melvin Dews and Thaddeus Moody and Travis Lynch and Lionel Robinson and Eric Harrison, Chris Charles. I'm going to personalize it for you. Lionel Rogers, these people, guys that look like Jonathan Bob, guys that look like Dr. Three, guys that look like Sterling Creeks, guys that look like, he got a whole lot of them. He made his career and made his fortune on the backs of guys that look like us. And he posting this. Ladies and gentlemen, and I'm gonna keep saying, I wish this stuff mattered. I wish this stuff matters to the recruits. Willie Sullivan, I wish this stuff mattered. Willie Sullivan, I'm gonna call you after the show. I wish this stuff mattered. To the recruits. A place like Ole Miss desperately needs to remain competitive, but they are never willing to make these guys pay the price for cozying up with people who hates them, their families, and their communities. And 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 the reason I don't get too excited about stuff like this, Melvin News, he can free Larry Hoover all he want to, federal charges. But the man got 100 years of state charges that he had. So the man ain't gonna never still get out of jail. He just do that kind of stuff right there to make y'all. I don't know why you even put that on. I wasn't when you talk about it. Free Larry Hoover. Larry Hoover ain't gonna be free. Y'all know it's the state charges that he still served. Got, I think about, I don't know, 100 years of that too. So him pardoning him on them federal charges ain't gonna change nothing. I hope y'all knew that, didn't you? If didn't nobody know that, it's okay to say, well, Robert, thanks for that information. Come on, man. I'm just showing how we got kids coming out of our basketball community that played on summer basketball teams in our community and went to high school here. He went to Auburn to help Bruce Pearl get a raise out of this community. I just wish this stuff mattered to them parents, to the recruits. We got to make these guys pay the price for cozying up to these people that hates us. Bob, Bob, I know, Bob, but a lot of people don't know that, Bob. If I hadn't said it on this show, a lot of people wouldn't have known that, Bob. Willie Sullivan. When I see this, Mr. Sullivan, you're a wise man. Smart man. That's why I love coming on this show and talking. You know why? Y'all smart. I love having intellectual conversations. I love an intellectual joust. That's when I see your comments, I want you to go back and forth with me. Because I learned something. When y'all get mad, I learn. I don't lose, I learn. I like that, Rob. Let me give you a drink on that. I don't lose, I learn. When I see this, I got to keep saying it, y'all. Because maybe if I just get one kid and his family said, man, we ain't going down there dealing with that mess. We're never willing to make them guys pay the price for cozying up to these guys. I wouldn't be surprised. That man said, I would be surprised. I ain't never surprised. Let me see where else I want to go. You know what? Where did I leave off? Yesterday, that is Moody. What was I talking about? I was talking about dominating or something, right? What was I talking about? That is Moody. How to get a scholarship offer. What was I talking about? That's all right. I think. Mr. Bob, yesterday, I was talking about and safe travels and to all the young college guys who are now on campus at the universities, checking in school, checking into apartments and stuff like that. Special shout out to Mike Collins, young man who I saw it first seen at about 9 or 10 years old. Now he's headed off to the Raging Cajuns. Proud of him. Can't wait. But yesterday, I asked the question, what makes you think you deserve a scholarship? Why should a coach go to a game and say, I'm offering you a full ride to a university? Gary, you be around a lot of kids. I need people to be around kids. So share this right quick. I need some people to be around kids a lot. Summer basketball. Man, I got a disturbing call yesterday. Had to talk a coach off of legs because the coach want to whoop the directors, want to whoop his ass. Excuse me, the language. AZZ. Y'all, we're not far behind. Some people gonna come out here and expose some of these people out here in this summer basketball community. I'm just letting y'all be prepared for it. I'm letting y'all be prepared for it. Some people in the summer basketball community gonna get exposed soon. Instead of going and beating up on them and fighting them, you this how you do them. What does dominating the game look like in the eyes of preserving coaches? I'm finna give it to you. I'm gonna give it to you. Gary Carter, you can be okay. You can just be an okay player. You excuse me. For them coaches to come get you, you just can't be an okay player, right? Because these people are spending money on you. You know, we got some guys just making decisions that I just don't understand. And I'll share some stuff which I saw from Jermaine O'Neal was talking about. You have to master something. You have to If I come to your practice, if I come to your gym, if I come to your game, Lionel Rogers, I told y'all need to share this show. Because I don't think these kids in the summer basketball community is getting this. When I come in there, a guy like me don't know you. I should be asking the coach, who is that? Do you players understand how impressive and how talented that D3 players are? And the D3 market is. There are some guys in D3 that's averaging 35. I don't care. Somebody guarding you and you're averaging 35. How many of y'all ever average 35 in anything? See, some of y'all just be wanting to. How many of y'all done average 35 in your church league? How many of y'all at your YMC? How many of y'all done ever averaged 35 at Fundy? I've been down there too long. I ain't seen it. So averaging 35 is anywhere you good. Sometimes what y'all don't understand is to get an offer, I said you have to dominate in high school. And what does that look like? Let's say you're a 6'1" guard. Listen to me. I had one that lived in my house. Every single game, the other team should fear you. Never knew this until one of the players on his team told me. You know, guys grow up. I go see one of the guys who played against my son in high school. Thank you. Averaging 35. Yeah, thank you. I just said, everybody, hold up. Talk to one of the rival school teammate. He said during the week when they prepare the game, when they prepare to play him, they would have somebody in practice have his jersey on. And everywhere he went, somebody's supposed to bump him. Somebody's supposed to elbow. Everywhere he went. So he on the scout team, the guy so every time he said the whole practice was to stop number 5. So every single game, the other team has to feel you. Damn, we can't stop him. We got to elbow him. We got to do this. They got to feel you. Small guards have to knock down shots consistently. Small guards got to knock down shots consistently. I went back and watched the EYBL. Nobody picking up 94 feet. When you as a guy, I don't care what the damn coach say. I'm gonna drop back and go. I'm picking up the opposing guard 94 feet. Coach, let me do this. I ain't gonna get beat. I'm finna tire they best player out. I'm finna tire the head of they snake out. That's dominating the game. Getting to the rim, just easy. And you can guard, you're dominating the game. Because the most important player on each team is the point guard. If I can take him out and he can't do the things that he need to do, I'm dominating the game. Because if he can't do what he need to do, ain't nobody else it ain't filtering down. That's how you get a scholarship offer. who is this dude in his goggles picking up everybody for 94 feet? Who is this kid? Hold up. Who is this kid that after they have the, hold up, watch this now. After they have the huddle, the team huddle, he take his players aside and have his own huddle. This what coach told us. Now this is what we need to do out here. Coaches, what? That's how you get scholarships. Coaches should see that you are clearly the best player in the gym. There's no doubt. When you walk in the gym, ladies and gentlemen, I just told a story. I'm in Vegas minding my business on a business trip, Sterling Creeks. Somebody said, man, let's go to the Battle of the Board. I said, what the hell is the Battle of the Board? Let's go, Rob. And I walked in the gym, Sterling Creek. I just walked in the first gym I saw. I saw this guy. I saw this point guard. But he about 6'5", though. But I saw him going up and down the court. And he, in the 5 possessions I saw, we had 2 7-footers, 6'9", 6'10". But to me, he was clearly the best player on the floor. So much so, Gary Carter was there. So much so, I went to the scores table and said, who is that? I just walked in the door. Then I went and asked Gary, who is that? Oh, Rob, he gonna be all McDonald All-American. I ain't never heard of the little boy. But you're clearly the best player on the court. And if you're big, you got to go get every rebound. You can't be out there whining about he ain't pass you the ball. He missing shots. Consider every one of his misses a pass to you and go get the rebound. Nobody pushing you off your spot. Nobody is scoring against you. And you blocking every shot. Your hand should be orange after every game. Why? Because the ball is orange. You should have blocked every shot. And the rim is orange. You're dunking everything to come back in. That's how you dominate the game. Notice I didn't say you got to score 40 points. You have to hit all the points. Not one time. You can dominate the game. I don't need Fred VanVleet to tell me that, Aaron Wilf. I was doing this before Fred VanVleet. Let me repeat that. Aaron Wilford, I was doing this with Fred VanVleet, goddamn, was in diapers. I ain't got to hear from Fred VanVleet. I'm telling you from Robert Hatter. Hold up. That played and had a son. He did the same thing. I ain't worried about what Fred VanVleet said. That's our problem. We worry about what a player said. That's why they're getting all these podcasts so they can say all this stupid ass stuff and y'all can believe it. But keep going. D1, D3, D2, D3. In all of these, you're going to have some talented guards. But in D1, the talented guards might be 6'3", 6'4", 6'5". In D2, D3, they might be smaller. But they still tear you a new one. See, y'all, I don't know what y'all telling these kids out here. But the way I'm looking in their intensity, and I'm always looking at the guards. I just don't see you being Put in an environment. He said, had of those type of players were in the parks and they kicked out. Yeah, but coach, you can do it in the gym. My son didn't play in the park. Now I took him to the Memphis every year, but he didn't play in the park. But guess what? He went to the YMCA as a little bitty boy. Go and play with them grown men. They was knocking their little ass. Now you can't be squeamish because they're gonna knock his little ass down. Because especially if you think he's tough. But that man went to what's that 24-hour fitness on Westheimer and Deer Ash. Some of the classic battles in the world, and it was battles in there. I had this little middle school and high school guy in there playing with them guys. When he was little, he lost. But boy, when he got big enough, he couldn't stop him. He gonna steal your ball, go dunk on you. He couldn't stop. That's the reason I'm telling you this. This is the environment that we're missing. You got people around here scared to open up a damn gym. But I know these guys ain't got crazier, and the liability is deeper. He says a dude out here putting kids on the phone with GAs, and the GAs are offering these kids fake offers. He says a dude out here in this basketball community, where, all over the country, or where this happening, big coach? He says a dude out here putting kids on the phone with grad assistants, and the grad assistants are offering the kids fake offers. Notice they ain't in the gym working. They'd rather offer you a fake offer. Are y'all hearing what I'm saying? But when you got a dad like me, oh, he's overbearing. No, I'm not gonna let no clown like you try to tell me what to do with my son. Don't y'all let these clown ass dudes tell y'all what to do with your son. Get your son and get him and play where he can play and be honest about his ability. If he can't play, he just can't play. We're gonna have something else for him to do. It's okay. We love him just because you're a basketball player don't mean I don't kiss these people behind because they're a basketball player. And right there, I'm going to take a break because, ladies and gentlemen, you are invited to celebrate, to show y'all what's going on in this community. You are invited to celebrate 25 years of legacy and impact. They want you to join them for a historic a celebration of the HCL Silver Legacy Weekend, taking place July 3rd through July 5th. But on July the 3rd, having a golf tournament. And ladies and gentlemen, here is the golf tournament right here. So do me a favor, get that that QR code. Let me make sure it works on my device, and let me see. Will it? Yes, it works. Go to that kiosk, that QR code. And the reason y'all gotta understand, when I talk about stuff on this show, I believe in it. I just don't talk about stuff on this show just because, man, no, because somebody being a sponsor. No, I have to believe in it. It's a lot of people want to talk about their products on this show. I don't believe in it. But ladies and gentlemen, 25 years of faith, mentorship, academic, and athletic excellence. Proceeds support the HLC Reach Foundation's mission to help underprivileged student athletes succeed in school, sports, and life. Got a number for you. I'm gonna have it on the screen next year. That is the number down there. 832-390-11. 1831. Ladies and gentlemen, when I tell you, be a part of this, donate to this, Quail Valley Golf Course, the El Dorado side, it's gonna be hot and smoking, and we're gonna have fun that day. Golf tournament 2025. I'm gonna be talking about it for the next month. I'm gonna talk, so tell a friend, tell another friend, even if you can't play, come out there and play anyway. Come out. I told you, golf and sex are the only two things you don't have to be good at to enjoy. You don't even have to be good at it. And you can come out there and enjoy yourself. You got me? So let's keep this, let's mark this date, put it on your calendar, go to the QR code. You're gonna have awards dinner, you're gonna have raffles, giveaways, contests, silent auctions, vendors, you're gonna have players, you're gonna have athletes, because they're gonna do a camp the next day. So they're gonna be playing. Y'all, it's gonna be crazy. So y'all got a month. Y'all got the July the 3rd. But I want you to sign up now. You got me? Y'all got me? Heaven bound golf tournament. We got to we going heaven bound, y'all, in the next month. So just be prepared. I want you to get that QR code, put it on your thing right now. Michael Jordan, put it on your thing, calendar right now. Great cause, great cause. I can't wait. But that's what we put it on your calendar. Click it. And but we're gonna be doing that. I'm gonna be doing that. I'm gonna be doing that every day until it start. Okay. All right. Okay. Everybody got it. Everybody got the number. Okay. All right. Then show you. D3 said. Dr. 3 said, "Daddy don't do." Yeah, but they when your dad when his dad present, man, don't talk to his dad. I told y'all. One of y'all favorite sons in this community gonna come to me in one day and say, "Man, you need to let me help you with your son's recruiting." I looked at that dude and said, "Man, it was disrespectful, first of all. Dude, I said, if I need you to help me with my kids' recruit, then, I'm less of a dad. I've been in this industry too long. I know what a college player look like. And I don't want my son confused by nothing what you clowns around here saying. Nothing. I got a plan. I had a plan for him since he been in the 6th grade. Where I wanted him to go. I wanted him at Harvard. He ended up at Cornell. That's not bad. That's not bad. But what I did, Jonathan Bob, I knew where I wanted my son to go. See, sometimes y'all just got to know where you want him to go. I didn't want him to go to Memphis. I didn't want him to go to Northeastern. I didn't want him to go. Now, he could have went to Stanford. Because Johnny Dawkins. And guess what? The prerequisite of where my son was going, the coach had to be black. The head coach had to be black. Not one of them assistant coaches. The head coach had to be black. I wasn't even, dude, nice meeting you. Nice seeing you. Nice seeing you. Memphis coach Josh Passon was there. He wasn't going there. Wasn't going to happen. Nothing against them. It's just, I like what I like. But I had a plan. You got to have a plan. Where do you think your son can play? Don't be around here talking about your son can play at Duke. No. Hell no. Watch him enough. Man, I can't even tell y'all something because y'all don't know. I can't even tell y'all. Only reason we didn't go to Harvard. Tommy Amaker had his point guards. So Robert went up there and showed him, I'm gonna bust your point guard behind. So I'm playing against you 2 times again, and I'm gonna bust your point guard behind. When you go to these campuses, Mike Collins, all you guys is head out the campus. The first day y'all get to these campuses, and the first day y'all go play open gym, you should be trying to destroy the point guard who's trying to take. Ladies and gentlemen, I told this story. I'm finna tell y'all. I never forget it. I hope he's watching right now. I told him, soon as you get to campus, soon as y'all play open gym, you find out everybody who's trying to play point guard. And the first night you play open gym, you tear his damn heart out. First night. Don't get your ass tore up the first night, because then it's gonna reverse. You got to go out there and you got to be good enough now. Okay? Okay. But you got to go out there. You can't go out there playing. That first night, that little skinny, 185-pound kid with goggles called his dad at 11 o'clock that night. I know the time. He said, Dad, it's a new sheriff in town. Nobody in here, ain't nobody on this campus gonna touch me. First game in the Carrier Dome, freshman point guard started. That's why I keep trying to tell y'all about the development of a basketball player. He wasn't always good. But he always played with better players. He played against D'Angelo Harrison, Pee Wee Gardner, Jonathan Evans, Rashid Suleiman, DJ Griggs. All of these top guards, they were whooping up on him. And most of you daddy, I need to get my son way more over here because he ain't shining. No. No, get in and fight. Yo, I sponsored the 17 and under team. My son was on. He was on the bench. He was in the 8th grade playing against 17-year-olds. But y'all, I want him to play 15 and under so he can be the man. I wasn't worried about being the man. I was worried about when he got to New York, got off that plane. Every time the daddy flew all of the miles to see him play, he was in the starting lineup. You feel me? He said, I always liked Harvard too. Tommy Amick and Johnny Dawkins were my 2 favorite guards. That tandem was cool, absolutely. 4.0 student, associate degree candidate, athletic energy, and academic synergy, all wrapped up in brains, character, and work. That's what you got to do. Then you got options. See, I didn't need no options. All I needed was for one of them schools to say, I want him. Not the coaches. I know that slipped on your mind. I didn't say one of the coaches. I know the coaches want him. But the school had to send that letter saying he accepted. I got to go find that letter somewhere. He accepted. Shh, let's go. Let's go. Tell me what I got to do next. But everybody ain't on that track. And let me tell you something. I'm going to give it to you for plain. That track ain't for everybody. Because when my son graduated, he came and told me, Dad, that's the hardest thing I ever had to do in my life. Be a Division I athlete and come here and have to get this lesson. Y'all, they coaches. Y'all hear me? they instructors don't go to the game, so they don't care about the game. You got to be in class doing conference play. Ain't no flying. It's all buses because they don't want nobody talking about no the flight. No, you got to be in class Monday morning. So you play on Friday and Saturday during conference. Friday now during the preseason. I mean a non-conference. They flew around. They flew everywhere. But in conference play, they had travel partners, just like the SWAC. Cornell, Columbia, they're travel partners. They close together. So they would go and play what? Harvard and Brown. No, Yale and let me see, Harvard and Dartmouth. That's the farthest trip. Harvard and Dartmouth. Then you go to play Yale and Brown. Then you go play Princeton and Penn. They were travel partners. So I mean, it was an unbelievable experience for me. But it's not for every student. It's not. Y'all got to realize, my son went to the Ivy League, but my daughter graduated from TSU. She went to Memphis, but she graduated TSU. So, but I knew that was good for my daughter, TSU. But I needed my son. I wanted him to change the legacy. I wasn't thinking about going to the Ivy. I wanted him to at least take. So his sons, his daughters, he's legacy now. They're able to go. They skipped the line. He said, you were intentional, Hannah. You developed your son with a plan, so many people have no clue of what is good for him. Y'all, I just had a plan. He thought he was a basketball player. I knew he was if he was a leader. Y'all, I'm watching him. If you go to one of his little elementary schools, he still got a plaque up on the wall. Student of the year. Everywhere he went, he kept doing that kind of stuff. So I knew I had something. That's what a guy called me. Yesterday was asking me about because his son was interested in the and he interested in his son going to the Ivy League. And I just said, man, let me tell you something. You better prepare your son for it. Make sure he want to do this. You got to prepare him. You got to groom him to understand this is a hell of a challenge. It's not easy. It's not easy. But guess what? Got to prepare him for it. So what was I? Hold up. I had something else for y'all. That wasn't it. Oh yeah. We was talking about. Yeah, I see where we went. Y'all, I'm trying to have some kind of flow here. Y'all be moving me around. But I saw something. Parents, since we're here, yo, this good. This good. I didn't have all this information, ladies and gentlemen, with my son. I didn't really need the information, but a lot of y'all need it. Because I already knew where he was gonna go. I already knew he was gonna be good enough. I didn't worry about what summer team he played on. That's why I got my own team. He wanted to play for the Houston Hoops. I didn't want him to play for the Houston Hoops. I wasn't one of them daddies that I never put on a Houston Hoops shirt. Ever. Ever. Talking about I'm a Houston Hoop dad. Never. Got plenty of Cornell gear though. But I never. Much money if I paid, I should have. So, but I never. I see people with Houston Hoops gear on. Just a year ago, you was talking about they ain't this and they ain't that. How quickly we change our allegiances. How quickly. But let me keep going. Summer basketball versus high school basketball. Y'all walk me through this. I need some people who know what they're talking about now. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, just share the show and get somebody else. Cause I saw this thing. They was talking about summer basketball versus high school basketball. They say you're with your summer program. Y'all out there worried about winning, right? Are you getting better? If not, that's a problem. Because when we're talking about these kids ain't winning, the Houston Hoops ain't won a game. And, you know, they ain't talking about the JL3 didn't win a game. Then they won a couple games the other day. But my thing was, were they getting better? Man, look who talking. The Ivy League is not easy, but it's worth it. A guy that went to Rice, the Ivy of the South. I love it. I love it. And he was, hey, that man right there was, that man used to come watch my son play all the time, man. Ivan Pettit. Me and him used to play against each other, and then next thing you know, our sons started playing against each other. That was kind of cool. I kind of like that. I'll never forget him and his family. But Ivan, you help me. Help me, Ivan. Put on your thinking cap. Dr. Three said, you got to know when you got your hands on something special, not just basketball. Thanks for the blueprint, Mr. Hatter. All we have to do is customize it for our young players. Thank you. D3, yes. You got to know when you got something on your hands. Yes. You got to know if you got a trumpet player, a guitar. It's okay to be a scientist. It's okay to be an engineer. Man, I'm just as proud of my daughter, and she's just as successful as he is. I can't wait to get off the phone so I can call him. Cause he sent me, y'all, he sent me, you know, I don't talk in emojis, but he sent me emoji. My son sent me emoji earlier on the show, talking about it's done. And then it's got whatever this thing here is, and then it got a money bag next to it. So I can't wait. I can't wait right now. Y'all prolonging the inevitable. But guess what? But y'all are important. I'll tell you why. If you spend the whole summer out playing and you go back to your high school and you on the bench and you ain't playing good, that's a problem. Your summer coach did you a disservice. Yeah. Because you're supposed to be getting better in the summer. The things you do in the summer shows up in the winter. Man, I'm mad at you, man. Man, I don't be coming on here talking that stuff, man. That last couple of years, you tell me about the retreat. You ain't called me. Okay, hey, I'm watching the way you move, homeboy. I'm watching the way you're moving right now. You moving. I don't like the way you're moving. I don't like the way you're moving right now. I don't like the way you're moving. I told you I wanted to go. He said a lot of parents live their dreams through their kids. Since they didn't accomplish their dream, they push the kids to do so. Guess what? I'm not mad at that. I'm really not mad at people living. That's good. Don't you think I'm proud of my son? Boy, I'm proud of my. I hate when he stopped playing. I ain't gonna tell y'all no. I ain't finna sit around here and play with y'all talking about. Man, I hate when that man said, "No, Dad, I want to go up here to New York and seek my fame and fortune. I'm not got time to be playing with no G League and no summer. No. I was hiding catfish grease because I liked the way he played. Ladies and gentlemen, the dude was just, he was just fun. I'm serious, y'all. He was fun to watch. I put it like this. When you leave the gym, you gonna say, who is that dude in them goggles? Hold up, y'all. Because some of y'all knew. Hold on. Let me find. He come over in the stands and messing with the fun. This to send the game in overtime. He missed it. those the kind of things, y'all, that y'all think, and he talking about he finna stop? What? Dude, you got, people asking, hold up, this is a freshman. Let me keep going, this is a freshman.
Bring up top, keeping that ball, crossing over right to left. The penetration will come inside. Oh, what a shot! Harlem Globetrot-esque. Hatter thought he was going to lose it, Eric. Bring up top, keeping that ball, crossing over right to left. The penetration will come inside. Oh, what a shot! Harlem Globetrot-esque.
And y'all think I didn't want to see that? I wanted him to just stop. No. And y'all, and this where stuff turned. This where stuff turned for him to me, for me to recognize him. Because I said, he's a good little old player. But when he did this, I never forget this. Watch this. This high school. I had never seen him dunk. I ain't never seen him dunk. We wasn't working on dunking. Yo, we was working on hitting that jumper, man. But when I go back and see this stuff, man, yes, he was one of the best players in Houston. Yes. And I didn't even know Jimmy. Then, let me see. Where else he did? Hold up. Let me see if he got something. He do all this crazy stuff. Y'all, I'm just showing it to you. He blocked the shot. Took the ball the other way. Y'all, this the kind of stuff that I was watching. Go and relocate. And watch this.
And by the way, I'm not trying to compare Louis Farrakhan to David Duke, so don't make that position. But
you follow me? Big Coach said he living in the real time. Y'all think I wanted it to stop? Sam Cassell and all my friends that coach in the summer league said, man, he can play on our team. He can play on this team. Watch this. Hold up, let me see. I think I might have one or two more left.
anything but a child of God.
Oh, it's the same play. He blocked this. That dude, that was supposed to be the best player in the conference. Supposed to. Oh, it's the same play. I want to show that again.
Call Louis Farrakhan.
But that's the kind of, y'all think I didn't want to see no more of that. Man, that boy had me. Hey, man. But guess what? When you left the gym, watch it. This kind of stuff he does. Watch this.
He'll have a subpoena in 3 days to appear.
Watch this. He threw the ball. The dude turned his back on him. He threw the ball up against his head. Everybody don't think to do that. This is a little midget now. He's 6'1". Y'all, I'm just, hey, hold up, y'all. Y'all taking me back. Hold up. Let me see what this one is. Let me see. This might be. I don't know what this is. Oh, that's the same thing. That's the same thing. I ain't want that one. I didn't want that one. I think that's enough. That's enough. But no. Ladies and gentlemen. But it was over. He said, Dad, the G League talking about they'll pay you $35,000 a year. Y'all remember he came out 2013. 2017. He said, Dad, these people offered me $50,000 as a signing bonus. Not my salary, just to sign and send me the money already. And they told him, said, look, you can go fool around that basketball as you want, just send us our money back. Robert looked at that $50,000, this stuff fresh out of college. I don't think he'd have ever touched that $50,000. But y'all, the reason I share you this, Because he wasn't a McDonald All-American. He wasn't no 5-star, 4-star. I don't even think he was a star. Because I wasn't never keeping up with it. But I knew how to motivate him. I knew how to motivate him. All I did, Eric, big coach, every time we play somebody, I always tell him that other guy was better than him. I know I was wrong for that. I just said, man, they said this dude here gonna tell you, this dude here better. They said this dude here the best mid-major guard in basketball. They said this dude. He do not like to hear me say nobody is better than him. You can say it to him, Eric. You can say it to him, Dr. Three, Jonathan Bob. You can tell it to him. But if I say somebody good, he said, man, I'm feeling every clip of the day. Dude, this is what we supposed to enjoy our kids, this process. We shouldn't be mad. Well, dude got to lie to you and give you a fake offer. That's why I give y'all my email, chopshophtx@gmail.com. So when you encounter these problems, I'm gonna help you navigating through them. chopshophtx@gmail.com. I want y'all to be able to sit back and enjoy. He ain't mad at the basketball community. My son ain't. That's why his dad, I ain't mad at him, because if I was mad at the basketball community, if I'd have felt they'd have did me wrong, I wouldn't be on here trying to help everybody. Dad, it's too much information on this Chop Shop for y'all not to be able to navigate this craziness, man. But guess what? Y'all don't share the show. People out here need this right now. But back to what I was talking about. You're spending your whole summer, you're out there playing. And then you go back to high school, and you ain't nothing better. If you spend a whole summer out there and you're playing well, let's say you did get better, but your summer coach didn't get you any exposure to the next level, you wasted your time. Her, all I know her, I promise y'all, I ain't never said my son was no pro or nothing. It never came out of my mouth. But I know he was gonna be professional at something. And I know if he had took his little ass to that summer league, he was gonna turn some heads. I already know it. Cause what? He gonna pick up the guard at 94 feet. Ain't nobody else doing it out there. He gonna take the other point guard out. Are they gonna be out there squabbing? He gonna be out there like a. Hey, hold up, y'all. Hold up. And Herb noticed this kid played on a high school team and they won, even despite all the parents and all the players were jealous of him. Herb knew it for a fact. He had to go through every year. The mama's hollering, stop shooting. My son's supposed to be shooting. My son was the star before he got there. So I understand what y'all go through in high school. That's why I try to assist y'all. I ain't gonna leave y'all out there. They left me. I was out there on the island. Hold up. Me with my dumbbell, but go buy the whole team tennis shoes. until I find out they didn't like my son. I ain't buy his no. And the mamas didn't tell me thank you for buying the shoes. I ain't buying them no more. I said, dude, I ain't doing that no more. He said, I had a plan for both my daughters. I have not paid a dime for my daughter's pursuit for her degree, and she's not an athlete. That's good. I had to pay. I had to pay. I wish I was in your position. The Ivy League don't give out scholarships. Hold on. Somebody sent me something. I was looking the other day, just some of my old email, man. I was trying to find, you know how you find an old email from the bursar's office? Y'all, I ain't had to command, boy, the stuff that we had to go through. No, it's different. It's different. But let me keep going. Herb, I'm glad you're here. If you spend a whole summer, because some people was just sending me this information. If you spend a whole summer, Herb, and you're out there playing well, let's say you did get better, but your summer coach didn't get you no exposure to the next level. Did you waste your time? Did you waste your time? They told me, they said, Robert, a high school coach's job is to win games, first and foremost. Then they told me, they said, it's not the high school coach's job to get you a scholarship. His job is to win, to keep his job. Y'all refute this. I'm just telling you. If you agree, if you don't, I want to know. These some people telling me. I ain't had these problems. They said, what else did they tell me? They said that it's not the high school coach's job to get you a scholarship. His job is to win, to keep his job. Now, if you got a good high school coach, he knows how to win, and he knows how to get you exposure, and know how to get you to the next level, then you got you something special. Y'all talk to me. Now, a summer coach's job, this is what they tell me now, a summer coach's job, that is his primary job. You get better, and you get exposure. Not to get wins. I learned that from Chris Walker. Chris Walker had a team full of D1 athletes and was getting his head tore clean off. He said, man, I ain't worried about that. All these dudes going to college. All these dudes got scholarships. Huh. He didn't develop them, no. He just went and stole them from everybody. He didn't develop them. I don't know when it changed, but I see y'all ain't talking. Y'all ain't talking to me. Maybe I need to get off this subject. But I saw something, y'all. I saw something. Jermaine O'Neal was talking to the guys on Nightcap. And I thought this was interesting. Trying to see where he started. He said, let's try here. Let's go here. When you were playing, did you always knew you wanted to be a head coach? And what's that journey been like for you?
Listen, bro, I had no idea. I was kind of dealing with some stuff. I was dealing with my own personal issues. I didn't love playing as much anymore because of everything. And so when I was done, I wanted to just go and be with kids. So I just wanted to give back to kids, man. And I just really put my head down and just started, investing into the community that way. But most importantly, parents that don't quite understand what it is, when it comes down to the business of being a pro and the pro shit that you got to do every day to become a pro and not skip steps. And so that's the reason why, I do what I do. And that's why I started Dynamic Prep.
You just got to be honest with him. Your son not going to be LeBron James because you know every parent think their kid is that kid.
Every parent think their kid is their kid. There's one parent that know his kid was their kid, but I know he was that kid in another realm. I knew he was going to be somewhere good. I knew he was going to do something good. Not necessarily there in basketball. Because what? 6'1". But you know what gets me? I don't see no comments. Nobody's commenting about what I just played. That bothers me. That bothers me. Let me go a step further. Watch this.
I hear more parents talk about NIL than they talk about the pros.
Oh yeah,
Really?
Crazy.
they worry about that money.
We got parents that are looking to retire off their kids going to college. You got everybody in place running to go grab kids, and I got this, I can get you a deal. And so the parents are their mind is so frazzled that they can't think appropriately. So they're making decisions based off the economics of what they're hearing. And so for us, our job is to continue to invest into the community to show people, hey, look, man, this is about the work. We weren't about the reps and the work that we got to put in. But right now, people are willing to stop working to try to talk about or try to get something they ain't invested no sweat equity into from the start.
I remember hearing the question whether Blake Griffin was.
I'm waiting. Can y'all hear? Is anybody out there? Ain't nobody got a comment. No, we ain't talking about you, big coach. It's some people need to hear this. This is what pissing me off because y'all ain't sharing the show. Parents talking about more NIL than the work. He said, no comment because those are the things that Chop Shop has been saying to us. Thank you. Wow. Thank you, man. Thank you, man. Thank you, Melvin Dew. But it's an indictment on the Boom Boom Room. You're not sharing the show enough because every day we should be having new parents on this thing every day, Melvin Dew. You're not duplicating yourself. Because somebody else need to hear this. Everybody I ain't said all this today. You got to realize, Melvin Dews, you watch the show a lot. Everybody don't watch it all the time. We need it shared and shared and shared. You need to say, look, man, Monday, I need you to be on this show, man. I just want you to listen. You might get something out of this. Basketball is a tool with elements that help your life experience. Absolutely. The greatness comes in many fashions. Yes, use basketball. I want you to play. That's why I disagreed with her one day talking about just because don't go to Rice and play in Rice team camp just because, no, you better go on that campus. Rice campus is more than just basketball. You get to go to that experience on a high academic campus, and just because I don't have the grades, maybe it might inspire me to have grades. Had a young man who went to U of H camp. He wasn't on U of H radar. But U of H assistant coach at the time watched the kid and kept up with the kid, and now that coach got a job at Louisiana, and the coach, his first recruit happened to be that kid. everybody's not going to play at a high level. Rice ain't got but 15 scholarship. U of H ain't got but 15. So we just the guys just coming to the camp. No, it's their job up there. You just doing your team camp. You get to go play with your teammates in the summer on a college campus. Y'all got to remember, college campus ain't just for basketball. A college campus is where you're going to spend your life, where you might meet your wife, might you meet your best friends. I'm sitting there thinking about my son. He don't hang with none of the guys he hung with in high school. The guys he met in college. He's in their weddings and going to their weddings. College. No, I encourage you. College is a place. Now, if you go to this campus and your little ass can't play, and you can't play planning on going to U of H, then that's different. But playing in a team camp, man, let me tell y'all something. Do y'all know I'm going to tell y'all something. The first camp my son ever went to, the first camp, little bitty boy, 3 or 4 years in a row, got MVP every year, was Rice. Coach Willis Wilson. He loved that camp. He thought all year long, he just wanted to go, little bitty boy, just wanted to go. Like Penny gonna have 1 million people at this camp this summer. All them kids can't play in Memphis. But they got the experience of being around him, the experience of being on Memphis campus. Yo, these experiences, you expose these kids to something more. Because they can only dream and can only think past the things they've been exposed to. We got to expose them to more. Too many parents need to be saved by their kids instead of other way. But guess what? It's okay. I ain't mad at it. Lionel, you got a talented kid. You done took care of him. He's able to take care of you. You see what Shea Gilgeous-Alexander dad did last night? He grabbed that MVP trophy. You know what Shea Gilgeous, Dad, you act like that trophy. Yo, he said, yeah, I'm going to put it in my pocket. It is mine. Because if you didn't know the story, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander and Nikhil Alexander Walker, they grew up like brothers. The mom and dad was brothers and sisters. They grew up in the same house and right around the corner. They had the same training, the same everything. But one's the MVP and one just got sent home. So, yo, proximity don't mean you're going to be good. He good because he in the NBA, but he ain't the MVP. Yo, but that dad exposed them boys. Them boys from Canada. Dad used to be a cold dude in Canada. He put his guys to work. He put them dudes to work. But I had another one for you. Yeah, you got 20 more minutes. I had another one for you. Watch this.
Parents mad because they got to even send their kids to school. They want to skip that damn level too to go get some money.
Damn.
It's crazy, bro. And it was crazy. I was just down at the live period down in Memphis 2 weeks ago. Parents mad.
Let me repeat that. Some parents don't want the kids to skip high school and just go straight to college. Trying to get this bread right now.
Because they got to even send their kids to school. They want to skip that damn level too to go get some money.
Damn.
It's crazy, bro. And it was crazy. I was just down at the live period down in Memphis 2 weeks ago, and I'm talking to the coach. I'm in the gym talking to the coaches for this is the club side, and they said, "Man, we just hit checking boxes." So we really recruiting out of the portal.
We're here checking boxes. It wasn't there watching your little non-playing ass.
But as a parent, when I'm looking at this and I'm trying to, I'm still have to account for the other parents I have.
Right.
I'm a little bit like, damn, like really? So these kids, you got some kids out here that's actually really doing it the right way. Mm-hmm. And he may get skipped over because the coaches are now too afraid to recruit a high school kid because they think the high school kid gonna get him fired.
You said you want to go to that next level?
Yeah.
Okay. this is what it's going to take for you to get there.
Man, I hope y'all got something from this today. Man, if I heard something like this, like I'm sharing it with y'all right now. I saw this and I'm sharing it with y'all. Of course, I've been saying it for years, yes. But sometimes I'd like to hear it from somebody else sometimes. We got an awesome opportunity, this platform. We got guys like Stacy, like Casey Williams. Hold on. Before we get off this show, June 15th. Trying to find. June 15th. This is what's happening. Mark it on your calendar. If you are not able to go, make sure somebody else know. June 15th. I'm gonna do the Chop Shop live on a Sunday. If you come up, you get interviewed on Sunday, that day. Show you how serious I am. Y'all got to understand, Father's Day, I'm a father. I want to celebrate father. I ain't never did this. I'm going to celebrate fathers by going on Sunday and broadcasting live. Going to talk to the people in the stands. Going to talk to anybody there. We're going live. Sunday, June the 15th. Free food for all the fathers with the kids. Who's ever done that, Rick? Lionel, y'all got to help me. Dad Moody, you're going to be able to see something. You're going to be in Chicago. You're going to be able to see what's going on. I'm going live. Y'all hear me? He said, that's why we're so big on high school readiness for the real world. Absolutely. Because the real world coming soon. And it's coming faster and faster. Because we got a damn fool in office just trying to make our kids grown and trying to weaponize them very, very early. So, but on Father's Day, come celebrate. This is the 10th anniversary of the Pro-Am. Starts Thursday night, kicks us off Thursday night at 6, then Friday at 6, and then Sunday, Father's Day. And I want y'all to come, and I'm serious. I'm gonna have a seat right next to me for Chop Shop. Anybody Chop Shop guests, they coming to sit right next to me. I want y'all to talk about your experience. I want you to talk about Father's Day. Y'all, do y'all understand we got a chance to do something special on that day? Ain't nobody stopping us. The man ain't stopping us. Trump ain't stopping you for coming. Only person stopping you is yourself. I done gave you 15. I done gave you a month and a half. Not no month. I'm sorry. Ain't no month of that. But it came up. Boy, I gave you 15 days. 15, 16, 17 days. Y'all got me? Man, can y'all imagine how much fun we're going to? I ain't never did this. But I'm just so proud to be involved with something that got something to do with Father's Day. I'm serious. Something else I had for y'all before I get out of here. Oh yeah, tonight, we can talk a little bit about last night. Yo, how do people get blown out like that, man? On a closeout game, man. Can somebody explain that to me last night? How can you just get your head towed off? Let me look at some of this stuff. Let me look at some of this stuff. That's too close to me. That's too close to me. How? Can somebody, anybody there? You score you are down 3-1. You score 9 points as a team in the first quarter. 23 in the second quarter. 30 in the third. And 32 in the fourth. Man, let me look at something. Minus 28. Julius Randle. Where my glasses at? Minus 16, Jaden Daniels. Minus 7, Rudy Gobert. Minus 22, Mike Conley. Minus 29, Anthony Edwards. I don't know if this coach not making no adjustments right here, man. This sounds like a player problem to me. But tonight, I'm going to have to pull up on that. Yeah, Rick, you got to be there. You going to come sit right over there. We're going to talk about stuff, Rick. We're going to talk about everything. We ain't going to just talk about Father's Day. We're going to talk about whatever y'all want to talk about. You need some vegan food? Okay. We might have to, I'll ask them about some vegan choices. I'll ask them. Randall got stripped. What? Did you see that James Glover? Hold up, Rick. Y'all got to explain this to me. Y'all watch it. Watch it.
Conley throws it in deep. Randall, triple T, drives in, shot blocked, ball knocked loose. Nas Reed trying to get aggressive. Another turnover. Jalen Williams goes up and...
Man, when y'all look at Julius Randle, let me move me over.
Drives in, shot blocked, ball knocked loose.
No, I got to show this thing. Y'all watch it.
Conley throws it in deep. Randall, triple T, drives in, shot blocked, ball knocked loose. Nas Reed trying to get aggressive.
Watch it stand. Wait, put it hanging on his hip and let his backbone slip right there. Look at him bent down over there. Hold on, let me go over there, man. Let me show y'all where he is. Hold on, which way? Look at him. Tied ball.
Another turnover. Jalen Williams goes up and...
That man said, can I get a picture and autograph with you? Of course you can. Absolutely. Rick. Yo, the New York Knicks are faced with that same scenario tonight. Karl Anthony Towns does that a lot. You cannot let these guys on Indiana's team sprint out ahead of you. He said, I think the Timberwolves were just satisfied with a single win in the series. Their hearts wasn't, okay. Wow. Well, they could have just, you know what I wish they had did? Lay down and let Steph win. That's what I'm pissed off about. If y'all want to know why I'm really mad. Y'all notice I didn't say the Warriors. Am I that crazy? You know what, though? I was thinking about this Pacers. Because ain't nobody been talking about that boy. That Rick Carlisle ain't playing. Rick Carlisle ain't playing. The Pacers front office built a title contender with some savvy trades. Sabonis for Tyrese Halliburton. LeVert for Andrew Nembhard. Malcolm Brogdon. I don't even hear about him no more. For Aaron Nesmith. 2 second-round picks for Obi Toppin. They gave away Bruce Brown, little sorry ass. 3 late first-round picks for Pascal Siakam. Yo, that's some elite front office flipping, man. Who is just an also-ran team. I like that matchup with Indiana and OKC too, man. Go sweep the Knicks on out of here. But don't forget, y'all think about it. June 15th, we got Father's Day. July 3rd, we got a golf tournament. I'm gonna put it back up on the screen in case you just got on the show. So go to get the QR code and download the information about the golf tournament. Matchups are good, and Indiana ain't 101. I had something else. I'm trying to go before I get out of here. Hold on. I don't need Carl Anthony Town to give replays. Minnesota didn't run not one pin down a stagger screen. Everyone else, yeah, that's a good point. Y'all been watching the same game. You know what? I ain't mad about that as much. I didn't like the way they got back. Do you see Sack with Vets ever giving up on Alabama and keep Fox? Absolutely, they do. Of course. When let me see. Thought I had some else for y'all before I get out of here. You know, want to give y'all something to send home with you. You know, no, that's too powerful. I need to wait on that one. I always like to give y'all some going into the weekend. And I know I had some for you. But I was thinking about something. Indiana's player development has done a tremendous job in the past 3 years. Did Sacramento make the right decision when they chose? But I don't know who they developed. A lot of those guys are trades, though, Herb. Who did they develop? Who did they develop? Help me out. I might have missed. You know what? I've been seeing too much stuff in the news. I got 6 minutes. Michael Jordan, the diagnosis has came back. And the results are in. That the society that we live in has a severe case of dyslexia because we tend to, and we are prone to read things backwards. Make it make sense. I've been thinking about this all week. Make it make sense. I want y'all to think about this too. How I've been watching the news. I've been watching the Puffy trial. I've been watching this, how we shame victims and rationalize the perpetrators. It's been bothering me. It's been very difficult for the survivors to come forward. Man, Halliburton was good out there at Sacramento. Ben Matherin still ain't developed yet. And Miles Turner, they was about to get rid of his ass for a song this summer. They was trying to, would nobody take it. But let me keep going. But it's been very difficult for survivors to come forward. Even the survivors who were hurting in the summer basketball community, a lot of people just won't come forward. Somebody told me they finna come forward and tell it on some of y'all's ass out here. Because we shame the victims and rationalize the perpetrators. We shame the parents, but rationalize what the coaches and the vet operators do to them. It's been very difficult for the survivors to come forward because we penalize appearance. We categorize your clothes you got on. We minimize the power dynamics that play. Talking about Cassie this, Cassie did this. You just minimize the power dynamic and don't understand it's a power dynamic that's going on in summer basketball. I got the power, I got the team, I got the platform. Y'all got to do what I say. We minimize the power dynamic. And y'all, we do all of this in earshot of our daughters. Yes. Our sons have even less of a chance because it's projected that they should know how to protect themselves. It doesn't matter how old they are. And otherwise, they're just a willing accomplice. That's what they try to say about Cassie. And then knew this dude held all the purse strings, the house she survived. They come when he get mad at her, they come take a car. They come take him. They come take when he get mad at her. Anytime Puffy on his whatever, he get mad, they go take her stuff and go take her stuff, all that kind of stuff. But I got a deal. It wasn't just boyfriend, girlfriend. It was a power dynamic. He signed her to a 9-record deal. That's why I said don't matter how old they are. And otherwise, people want to say they're willing accomplices. As a consequence, ladies and gentlemen, both genders has had to learn to swallow hard and roll the dice as to whether they would be believed or defended. Haunted with the uncertainty, many have just opted just to grind their teeth in their sleep and let the pit of their stomach just fester because they know it's wrong. People called me yesterday about the summer basketball. I had to call this man off the ledge. I know, I felt it coming through the phone. He wanted to whoop somebody in this community. He wanted Herb Baker somebody in this community right now, this summer basketball community. I said, no, you got to beat him another way. Social media out here being split about Cassie's mindset exposes this generation of dysfunction. You got to be, well, what is, yeah, she was she know he was, Thank God I've been in close proximity for the last 30 years. Sports moved me into entertainment. My ex-girlfriend was R. Kelly's manager in the height of his career. And she left him after that stuff. Let me tell you something. It's not mine today. I'm not going to argue the legal ramifications of the Puffy case. That's not what I'm doing. But ladies and gentlemen, before I had to get off this show today, I had to catch my breath. After Cassie's mother testified under oath that she had to take out an equity loan of $20,000, and ain't nobody talked about it on this show, to pay Sean Combs, a certified billionaire, because he threatened to release 2 sex tapes of her daughter. And that mama did whatever she had to do to pay for it because she didn't want her daughter to live in shame. See, ladies and gentlemen, I learned, I'm going to leave y'all with this weekend. Shame involves negative self-evaluation, which convinces you that you are broken. Shame will make you prosecute yourself for problems. Will convince you that you're broken. Shame, ladies and gentlemen, will condemn you for your decisions. I want you to write this down. Everybody get a pencil and paper. This is so important. I need you here today for it. This is why I told y'all to share that show. I ain't never gave this. Can't afford to miss it. Can't afford to miss it. Guilt is I feel bad about what I did. But shame is I feel bad about who I am. I went too fast. Let me give it to you again because I want you to write it down. Guilt is I feel bad about what I did. But shame is I feel bad about who I am. Ladies and gentlemen, shame will make you feel like you're a bad boy for life. Are you an awful girl forever? That's why I'm glad this girl found somebody to love her. Shame make you feel like you are what you have done. Yo, we done some crazy stuff out there, but that ain't you. Everybody that's listening to me this afternoon has to deal with pockets of shame in their life. Whether it's the acne, when they was adolescents, off-brand tennis shoes as a teenager, unemployment as an adult, weight gain as a woman, erectile dysfunction as a man, single while successful, divorce after being a role model, blindsided by bankruptcy, credit cards declined at dinner, had to sitting out a semester, made an example out at the office, driving a car that all gas and no brakes. Doesn't matter who you are. You had to deal with shame. And this author named Bryn Brown, she says shame deprives you of power because of being unspeakable. So the things that carries the most amount of shame is the thing that you're most reticent to talk about. And it works overtime. Shame job is to make you feel unworthy of love. Feeling like you're not belonging. You can't find a connection. You have to stop. Listen, you have to stop dating at the level of your broken self-esteem. You have to get to a place where you stop condemning yourself, disqualifying yourself, having disdain for yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, that's my word for the day. I got to get out of here because my son waiting on me to call him. He's so happy. He got great news, and I can't wait. We got some good news. So he talking about, you still on the show? What he said? Hit me when you're done. You still on the show? Yeah, I did. But I'm making him wait 6 months. But I see y'all on Monday. Can't wait. But don't forget June the 15th. Tell everybody June the 15th. We're gonna invade funding. And July the 3rd, we're gonna invade what's the name? Quail Valley Golf Course. For his great golf event. So, okay. So all next week, I'm going to talk about it, but I'll see y'all later. I'm out.
Jim Hicks. Rob Hatter. You are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro. Let's get it. We in the chop shop, we live in the chop shop. We talking sports talk, we live in the chop shop. We in the chop shop, I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up, it's live in the chop shop. We in the chop shop, we live.